Mom sent a message. We no longer trust you. I responded. Understood. For nearly 4 years, I'd been automatically transferring $1,800 every month to cover my parents' mortgage. The house they'd given to my sister Marissa because she had grandchildren and I only offered disappointment. I also covered utilities, repairs, insurance, even emergency roof work after storms. When Marissa's credit cards were maxed, I paid them down. Car repairs, daycare costs, you name it. Never said no once because I thought this was what family did. Then I saw the Facebook post. Marissa standing in front of the house I was paying for, holding a home sweet home sign. My mother's caption read, "So proud of our daughter for building a future we can all share. This home is in the right hands." No mention of me. Just comments praising Marissa as a strong woman who deserved every inch of that house. I called the bank and discovered they'd tried to transfer the mortgage to Marissa's name without telling me. When I checked my statements, there was an extra $2,400 missing, transferred to Marissa's emergency card that I'd helped her with years ago. When I confronted her, she said, "Don't make this a thing. We needed groceries." My mother called it a few dollars and said to avoid starting conflict. Then came the family group chat memes mocking Big Brother energy, pay now, ask never. Even my father joked about keeping the donor happy, but the breaking point came when I was mowing their backyard and overheard my mother and Marissa talking through the open kitchen window. Did you see his face when I told Aunt Karen the house was mine? Like a puppy, just happy to sniff the plate. Once the paperwork's through, he won't be able to say anything. He insisted on keeping it in his name. That's on him. Then Marissa said the words that ended everything. He's not family anymore. He's just a sponsor. I stood there holding my water bottle, listening to them laugh about how I was distant and just a guest with a wallet. A week later, their invitation arrived for my mother's 60th birthday party. 60 guests, full catering, slideshow, a legacy event. I spent 3 days preparing. I printed every receipt, bank transfer, and payment record. $311,115 total. Mortgage, utilities, repairs, everything. I saved audio from that kitchen window conversation on a USB drive. I arrived 15 minutes late on purpose. Marissa gave the opening speech about sacrifice and true family. The screen showed the house with caption, "Built with love, passed down with purpose." Still, no mention of me. When my mother took the microphone for her toast, praising Marissa for showing what legacy truly means, I stood up and walked to the front. I wasn't going to say anything tonight, but since we're talking about legacy, let's do the math. I played the audio. My mother's voice. "He's not family anymore. He's just a sponsor." Marissa, like a puppy sniffing the plate, gasps. Wine glasses dropped. I clicked again. Screenshots of the group chat mocking me as their donor. Then came the ledger. $1,800 times 48 months, plus repairs, utilities, property tax. If this house now belongs to Marissa, then I'm here to present a bill. I held up the printed invoice, 211 pages stapled. Unless you want to call it theft. It was a gift, my mother snapped. Funny, I didn't sign a gift certificate. I signed every check. That's when my grandfather walked in. He took the microphone and looked directly at my parents. "You raised a thief and a coward. The trust is yours now," he said to me. "I changed it last week. Marissa's name has been removed completely. I placed the invoice on the gift table. You changed the locks. I changed my future. I'm not your sponsor. I'm your debt collector." The next morning brought 57 angry texts. 2 days later, their lawyer called offering a settlement. I gave them 72 hours. Full repayment, or I'd file public claims with the audio as evidence. Exactly 72 hours later, the wire hit my account. $311,115.84, labeled reimbursement settlement. I posted a video explaining everything, blurring account numbers, but showing the total. This is the cost of 4 years of silence and funding someone else's fantasy. They called me a sponsor after calling me family. Now they can call me settled. The post went viral. My father left a voicemail. "You're no longer part of this family." I deleted it without listening to the rest. Now I live in a quiet apartment with no family group chats, no emergency calls for help, no guilt trips disguised as concern. People ask if cutting them off brought me peace. I don't feel lighter. I feel clearer because I finally stopped mistaking access for affection. They haven't contacted me once since the payment. No apologies, no explanations, just silence, as if I never existed. Fine, let them pretend. I used to think family was about blood. Now I know it's about respect, and respect doesn't come with a monthly payment plan.